Welcome back. Yes, another episode, another thing, another stuff happens. Today I'm actually going to talk about. Today's episode is actually going to be about something special to myself. Old Swedish video games because I actually find them quite. If you didn't know, because I haven't told you guys before, so you wouldn't fucking know unless you're fucking magical. But that would be absolutely terrifying. Um, I enjoy old games quite a lot. More so, I don't enjoy them for being old games. I enjoy. Why did I run into someone who knew what? He still died. That sucks. I fought someone who knew what they were doing. That absolutely burns. Ah, they're still here. He's not here. He's on some other part of the map. Either way, old Swedish video games, like old PC games, in my opinion, holy fuck, they're fucking different. Like back in the past, like back 50 years ago, not 50. Well, it is 50 years ago. No, 40 years ago. Back 40 years ago, you couldn't make a video game without actually, wanting to put in effort towards it. Like, making video games was a multi-year project. I fell into the fucking void and took you with me. That was such a dick move. I'm sorry, my guy. I am so sorry. Either way, old Swedish video games. Like, old video games, they had to be made with love. Because making games in the past is not like making games now. Back in the past, you needed to be sure you wanted to make a video game. Because it was a bunch of money and time, and we didn't really know about the gaming market that much. We didn't know how far that's gonna go. So, of course, we didn't know if it's gonna turn out anything. No, fuck off. No, fuck off. No, fuck off. Just leave. It would be far more lucrative to both of us if you just fucked off. Understandable, bye. Yeah, I can't face your head on. Why would I do that? That would be dumb. I know it's a childish strat, but I'm a child. Or I used to be a child. Nope, nope, nope. No. Well, this is awkward. That is incredibly sad. Murdered by someone because I fell into the void. Either way, also like old video games, they're completely different beasts because you needed to want to make them, right? You needed to want to make them. But here's the thing: old Swedish video games, particularly the ones made based on like books, holy shit, aren't they interesting in my opinion? Like video games today, they always like have this similar style. They all have this similar fucking shit. They also have that. They had a style to them. That style was they were all using hand-drawn shit on them, which is incredibly fucking hard. Like, I have drawn in the past. I have been an artist for years before this, and I'll be an artist far after this. But man, art is difficult. Not to mention, not that lucrative of a procedure generated basis. You second bastard! Who are you? The second dude really got me killed there, man. Knocked up into the air like that. Sucks. Either way, old Swedish video games, particularly the ones made between the 80s and the 2000s, made by a particular company, always had the same style. They were all animated movie games with a bunch of mini games inside of them. And motherfucker, I love those games. They're not really that impressive. Like by today's game standards, they would be like not that fucking good. But holy fuck, man! You must have some level of dedication to replicate the fucking art style of a book and put it into your video games, man. And I don't see that as much anymore. Like, video games are a lot less about dedication for a craft than just exploitation of a craft. It's not the understanding of what makes something good, it's the understanding of how to use something. How to, make something that will probably, like, make money. Well, back in the past, it was just about, like, doing something that was really interesting and cool and awesome and really nice. Well, today it is very much different in many ways. What the fuck just happened? What just happened? Either way, today's completely different. Like the complete like gaming formula is completely different. It's more about making money than making an actual interesting video game, and that's why we get so many pieces of shit like Fallout 76 and Anthem and all of these other. They were not made to make an incredible game, but made to make money. Like for first thing, like secondly, probably all the developers, like all the people that actually makes the game, they want to make a great game, obviously. But the people that fund the game, the companies, EA and etc. They don't want to make a good game. They want to make money from a game. And they don't see the correlation between having a good game and making money. And to me personally, if a game doesn't look like it has love put into it, like by its developers, it's not gonna be a fucking good game. Okay, it just isn't. Because if the developers barely even want to touch their own game, then why would I, as a gamer, want to touch the game? But it's all different from old video games, because old video games, they needed to be loved by the developers, because otherwise they wouldn't be fucking made. They didn't have the fucking time to not want to make the game. They couldn't really go, I don't want to make this game, because then they wouldn't have a game to make. Oh, there's a PlayStation Sean stuff there. He's down to 19. I could have killed him, but I didn't. Sup, my guy? How you... Knockback, you bastard! You fucking bastard! Why do they put knockback items into the game? Either way, old video games have much more love in them because they had to be, because it was so much harder to make a game back then. It's like why indie games, in my opinion, are far superior now than AAA, because they have to be loved by the developers to be made. Like, the whole reason indie games are made in the first place is due to love. Like, you needed to love your game to be able to make a game. And indie games are the same. You have to love the game to make the game. And old Swedish games, like those ones, just have this art style that makes me go, yeah, they love it. They love making this. Like, is it a piece of shit in many regards? Yes it is, 100%. Like, it's bad game design in some places, but mate, they must have loved making it either way. Because if they didn't, it wouldn't have been fucking made. Oh, you have a fucking strong sword. No, he hit me thrice and I died. Oh, either way, old Swedish video games, particularly like old video games, had this love to them. They had to have love to them because otherwise they wouldn't be made. There are also some shitty ones that like had to start from the AAA industry, like a lot of Doom clones. But there was literally just modded Doom copy. But in my opinion, old Swedish video games just fucking rock, man. It might be nostalgia why I'm saying this, because I had okay, there's an old Swedish video game or storyteller or book writer for kids called Astrid Lindgren. Any Swede will know who Astrid Lindgren or is. Sorry, my Swedish got through because I was talking about a Swedish person. Either way, old Swedish grandma made a bunch of stories for children. And all of those stories are very well known. Some of them are also known outside of the Swedish genre, or the Swedish people. Like for Pippi Longstocking, it's a decently famous one. Some might know about them. Either way, great storyteller, great writer. A lot of her stories were then later made like into games, or games were made from the stories rather. And it just amazes me to see those stories come to life, basically. I had one called Nils Karlsson Pyssling on a PC as a PC game when I was a kid. It's not my first ever PC game. I think it was my like second or something. My first one was Spore, but Nils Karlsson Pyssling, which would be something very different in English, but I can't pronounce because I don't know the English word for fucking Pyssling, as it is an old Swedish tale. Yeah, you're dead. You should be dead. My kill. It just leaves my body when I see someone else take my kills. He got the low ground. I hate this. He should have fallen into the void. Either way, old Swedish video games and old video games in general just looks better in my opinion. Like, it doesn't look better, but are just more fun. And so I have this. There's this collection of video games, or old Swedish video games, called Mulmek, with Gary Gadgets. It's like his fucking British version, and I don't know how many people would have fucking know about them, but it released between like the 80s and the 2000s. Some games, like I think the first one was in the 1980s, was 1880s, and a later one was in fucking 2005. I think the latest one was. Great games, by the way, like love them to death. Either way, 2004. No, 2004. It was 2004, not 2005. Oh, that's great. Let's not do this here. I fucking got stuck. He knocked me into a block, so I couldn't save anymore. Either way, yeah, and that's collection I have. I have like 3 out of the 5 games. None of them can really be played anymore because of the Windows version. They're missing something from the Windows versions, you know. So I can't play it even in like compatibility mode. It's just not a playable version anymore. I threw that speed away very quickly. There we go. That was a useless speed potion. Useless in the fact that I didn't fucking use it. I'll get strength from that one. Dead. Dead. And let's see here. What can I put on? Boots. Better. Good. No, you know how to strafe. I don't like you. You actually knew what you were doing. That wasn't fun. That fucking ender pearl saved my life there. Don't do it, man. I already have a bad enough life. Can you just, yeah, thank you. And let's see here. I don't have any. I think I heard him, and that was really annoying. No, no. No. You're being rude, young sir. You're being quite rude. Like, how do you, what do you want to do, man? What is it you feel like doing here? There's only us two left. Like, oh, you want me to jump down there? Actually fight me? Sure. Don't fucking do that. And why don't you take any damage? And I didn't switch to my sword. There. That sucks. You piece of shit. He had apples. Bastard. You had apples, you bastard. You didn't tell me about you having apple? GG, well done. I think that's the last game as well. Yeah, either way. Last thing I just leave off as a note. Old Swedish video games like Mulle make are just interesting to me because of their art style, because of the time period they were made, and just because they could be made on a mass-producing scale on the same level we do now. And it's just a lot more interesting to me to see those kind of video games come to life. That's why I think indie games are just more fun, because they genuinely have to have like the best interest of making a good game before making money, because indie games rarely or ever really get famous enough to make money. Like, you can't really say that it will or won't, can you? Yeah, you're dead here. Don't you fucking, did he steal it? No, he didn't. He didn't. Ah. This is going to be an extra long episode. And you're dead. I wanted like 1 second to breathe, but no. People keep coming after me for no reason. What have I done to you guys? I did no wrongs, and yet everyone was attacking me. Nerds. I'm about to rock your world. And ooh. Well done. I have 3 people to kill. You're not getting that fucking strength on me, boy. Oh, I got the strength. Here you go. Let's fight. Oop. Good fight. Ender pearls are overpowered, man. Ender pearls are too overpowered. Anyway, that's the end of this episode. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.